hello. It's been a minute. So, um, it hasn't been the best here. I figured like, yeah, it'd still take like a couple of days or whatever. But I remembered I was like, oh yeah, I want to do that Beetle stream where we go at like 11 and just play for, I don't know, I have like 2 hours ish. So we're just gonna look around because there were a couple Beetles, a couple of those rare late night Beetles that appear after 11. This is gonna be the like least interesting, probably least brain spouting bullshit stream that I've ever had. I'm in a mood. If anyone has been in the Discord, I was extremely vague, but just like I had some bullshit go on. And then a personal nuke went off yesterday. And that's the thing, is like the past few days it was like, all right, we're gonna get back into it. Oh, actually, nope, never mind. I'm gonna finish the Deltarune video. All right, we're gonna do it today. Oh, nope, nope, not after what happened today. And then yesterday, I got locked out of my fucking apartment for 2 hours because I've had problem with my key for my door, for a few weeks now. But recently over the weekend, this past weekend, it was like bending a little bit, and I was like, okay, I need to like get a new key. But it wasn't that bad, and like the office isn't here. The office is like a distance away, so either I bug someone for a ride or I go take that walk. But it's like I work all of these days and I'm gone for like 9 hours and I'm on my legs the whole day. I don't want to go walking after that. So it's like if I need to get a key like last minute, like I need to, like my shit just broke on me, I'll do it. But otherwise I'll just wait till Wednesday, yesterday, when I go run errands and do that. They were closed when I went to run errands, so I was like, all right, I'll just go walk in there later. And then here, we're already like halfway through the story, basically. But I got the new key now. Got rid of the other one. It was already like bending so much. I was like, you know what? Let me just the satisfaction here is just popped it, broke it in half, and I was like, walking back home with that broken key, and I was like, hell yeah. Well, it was in my pocket. I didn't like fondly look back at it or some shit. But Milo, no. Okay, Milo, yes. I'm sorry, bud. Sorry, I was gonna look at the Beetle thing. Here, let me just do that real quick. Or like just pop that up. While my brain is still supposed to work, I was kind of gonna type and do this. So key, I get back to my apartment. It's time to use the new key. It goes in all the way, but it's not turning. It's not turning. The problem was the key, but now, presumably now, because like I've been fucking with it for like the past couple weeks, like man, this thing just like jiggling around a little bit just to get it to work. Like some of the pins were loose or whatever. So the problem is now with the lock, and Aiden can't get in. So I step outside and I call the office. I was like, hey, this is Aiden. I was just in there to pick up replacement key. It was not working. It's going in all the way, like it's ready to turn and let me in and unlock my door, but it's not doing that. And they were like just nearing the closing time because the office like closes at 5. So, or no, office closes at 6, but like the maintenance people, like they get off at 5. So, and at this point, I think it was like 4:30, 45, whatever, close to 5-ish. And the girl I spoke with, she's like, oh yeah, she's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I'll be there. I'll bring the master key. Comes there, master key also doesn't work. Keep in mind, it's hot as shit. It's humid. Yeah, I'm inside of the building. There's like a little like mail room area. Barely a room, and I had my like headphones and my phone with me because I was walking, so it wasn't that bad, but it was still like gross, and I want to get into my apartment. I can't stand the heat. If anyone who's been here for like any bit of anything knows that like when it's hot in here, I get moody, and I'm like I need to turn the AC up. Like no, that's not gonna happen. So I I was like, okay, so it's not working. And she gives me this like after hours maintenance thing, like emergency maintenance thing. She's like, they might have to replace, they're gonna have to replace the lock on there irregardless. She's like, but they might have to um like do something with the lock just to get you in now, do a temporary thing, and then later in the week or whatever they get to it, put a new like lock actual replacement thing. So I was like, okay, I'll call them. Call the guy. He says, hey, after hours maintenance, the after hours maintenance team, they can't handle like locked out. They cannot. They can't do that because like they can't get a hold of the record, so they don't know if you actually live there or not. And I was like, okay, I still have like my wallet on me. Is there any way that you like right now before you close could check and see, yep, apartment blank blank blank, building blank blank blank, Aiden Veets, holy shit. Get their ID the guy? Excuse me. Are you checks the list? Aiden Veets? Come on in. Except that didn't happen. I didn't get to go inside. I had to wait. Because they couldn't find anything. So I was talking with the guy, and I was like, hey, like, is there a way that you can do that? I was like, I don't want to call a locksmith because I feel like I'm going to be charged for that, and I don't know if my building is going to reimburse me because Goldmark are evil people sometimes. I feel like I shouldn't say that too loud. I'm renewing my lease soon. Well, like, the renewing the lease has already happened, but they upped my rent, and I feel like if I say that, they're gonna up it again. They're gonna find a legal loophole and do that. They're going to do that. I'm not gonna jinx it. Whatever. So shit happens. He's like, okay. He's like, I will try and get a hold of the guy. I'll see what we can do. Blah 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 blah. He's like, give me 30 minutes. And I was like, 30 minutes? Like, I'm outside. Fucking. It's like, it's so hot and gross. Even on like the inside here, because it's a giant glass door. And I was like, oh my god. Okay, fine. Yeah, you know what? I'll just, yeah, you know, it's fine. I was like, hey, you know, there's a gas station down here. I went walking down to that gas station. It's actually pretty close to Roadhouse because I used to work there, and I'd go walking there. And there were some people who work at the gas station that used to work at Roadhouse, and they're just like, well, we'll go here. It's much better. So I got to like have a nice conversation with some people. Brought up the key thing, showed them the broken key, which, by the way, so fucking evil. Because if I didn't get like, oh man, I really want to just snap this key, I probably could have made it work. I probably could have made that one work. Because it's been working. It's been working like since like Saturday when it twisted a bit too far. And I was like, oh, I don't want to break my key. I probably could have made it work. But no, I just had to take out my rage or some shit. I don't know. Oh my god. Literally like after the new key I had worked and like before I called the first lady, before it was even like 5, I was like, oh my god. Like trying the fucking key lock. I was like, I like pulled out like the two halves and I was like, there's no way I can stick these both in here. I'm gonna like lose them and it's gonna be an even bigger issue. So whatever. Point is, I go gas station, just get like a bottle of water, come walking back. And like I said, I'm on my phone. I'm watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia because I don't know. That's one show that like every now and then I'm like, oh, I want to rewatch it. It's one of my favorite shows. Love that show so much. I think it is the funniest show. It's not my favorite. My favorite's probably somewhere. It's like Dexter, Breaking Bad. Dexter's highs are much better, but I think Breaking Bad has an overall great, amazing, sexy quality. Also, I'm a guy that doesn't watch a lot of TV shows. I just kind of watch like the popular shit and stuff that's like similar. So that's why those are probably basic picks. Like, yeah, I'll take a vanilla ice cream and a chocolate ice cream. Sorry. So half an hour passes. I'm watching fucking. I'm like standing up against the wall in like the mail room. Every now and then I open the door for people because I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna stand here and go like, you don't have a key to get into the building? I don't trust you. You wanna know why? Because they could just buzz every single building. Someone's gonna let them in regardless. I don't give a shit about that outside door. Half the time people will like open it, they'll put like rocks in there just so it's propped anyways. No, I think my conscience will be fine if I open the door. Everyone is like, I've never had someone stand on the other side of the door when I'm like carrying groceries in or some shit, and like they're like, I've never had someone do that to me, but if they did, I might grow a ball, a single one. I might be able to count how many ball I have down there. Anyways, okay, so maybe my brain's doing fine. I don't know. I have a good way of like resetting myself. So that was just me talking up, like, just in case. So, also, this is a much longer version of the story than I thought. I'm a natural storyteller, dude. Okay, whatever. Half an hour passes. Call the guy again. It's a different dispatcher because I'm not guaranteed to get the same person. I didn't get the guy's information. I didn't know his name. He never told me like, hey, like do this, or like we will call you. No. So I speak with this new guy, and he's like, yeah, no, I don't know why he told you to wait half an hour. He's like, either way, you're probably gonna have to call a locksmith. And I was just thinking like, oh my god, I wasted another half an hour here because some guy fucking lied to me. Ugh, it's so like hot and gross. And like, I was at the door a little bit, and I heard Milo on the other side like, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry, bud, I'll be in the... I thought he was right here. Oh, it's the sock. I was like kind of taking a nap on my bed, so I already had them off. But I was like, oh, but I always have the socks. I just throw them on the couch, so I brought them out here. The feng shui of the room needed it. Whatever. So, fucking... Dude, stay on track, please. I know I can't, but, like, I'd like to because we're not in the game. Why don't I do that? This is when I, like, let group stretching run. What the fuck am I doing? Or just walking back and forth on the shore? You know, like, the whole goddamn point of today is just, like, walking up and down the shores and, like, looking for rare beetles. Dude, I'm doing so bad. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not. It's not a Mysterious History. It already happened, and no one's here. And if in the future someone's like watching the VOD of this, they'll just skip through. Actually, don't. It's a funny story. No, I just have a funny way of telling it. It was pretty bad. So, new guy. He's like, yeah, I don't know why he told you to wait half an hour. And I was like, hey, like, if I call a locksmith and I get charged, can I have you guys, like, a gold mark, like, reimburse me? And he's like, I would like to say yes. He's like, but I don't know. He's like, I don't know. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not calling a locksmith first. I'm going to call the office again. I'm going to speak with the same lady, and I'm going to ask her. So I did. So I asked her. I was like, hey, it's still Aiden. Still locked out, by the way. And I kind of filled her in. And I was like, hey, they're telling me to call a locksmith. I want to know, like, if I call a locksmith, could I get you guys to reimburse me for whatever they charge me? And then she's like, oh, hold on just a minute. Okay, I don't know if I took any pictures, but the past few days it's been like, oh, I'm going to stream tonight. Whatever. And then at like 11:45, open up the game just to move the streak over. Oh yeah, we probably have a lot of mail. Like boxes and shit too, because I've been consistently going to Harv's Island just to like buy whatever's there. It's probably all fake. Yes. Alright, well, since I'm already nearing the end of the story, call her. She's like, okay, let me see what I can do. She's like, give me 5 minutes. And like 2 minutes pass. And then she calls me back. She's like, okay, yep. She's like, I had that. She's like, I got a hold of one of the maintenance guys, like one of the after hours maintenance guys. She's like, I told him that you were there. He's going to bring a temporary lock. And sure as shit, it's the same thing that I proposed to the original guy, the dispatcher, but I guess since he didn't have it, whatever, I don't know. So probably another 10-15 minutes pass. I'm on like my 3rd episode that I watched, because for a while I was just like scrolling Instagram, and then I was like, wait, why don't I just open up like Hulu? I have it on my phone. Get a call, and I'm thinking like, oh, it's maintenance guy, I'm gonna be on the way. And he's like, hey, are you in the building right now? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, can you open the door? He was on the other side of the building. I had to go open it, let him in, and then finally like the drill took a little bit, like, and I was thinking, I was like, oh my god, what if he can't even get me in? What if he can't get me in? What if we have to like get a fucking fireman to like break down the door with an axe? But no, thankfully we were able to get it replaced. There's like a temporary lock on there. I have like a fancy new key that looks the exact same as every other key. There's nothing fucking fancy about it at all. Also, I asked him, I was like, oh yeah, you know, you gotta make sure the right person's in there. And he's like, yeah, we also had an issue because there was a guy and his name was on the lease, but his wife kicked him out for domestic violence. But the team didn't know that. They just saw he's on the lease, let him in the apartment. He's like, and then he beat the shit out of her. And I'm just like, oh. I'm just like in the hallway watching this guy like break down my door lock. And I'm just like, oh, okay. What the fuck is happening here? But that's the story. And then I came inside, and then like an hour later, I got a message, and then that led from one thing to another. And then I found out the girl that I've gone on a few dates with has apparently been seeing another guy for the past couple weeks. And I was on the phone, and I got to speak with the guy that she was fucking. And he literally pulled the movie like, she's busy right now, bro. I don't know if I was going to say it, but yeah. It hurts, but then it's like, oh, so clearly she was just a horrible slut, bad person. No. For me, it's easy to like reset that, like, oh, okay, you're just a bad person. Wipe away. We're good. This was like 24 hours ago that part happened. There was some other shit, but the other shit was kind of related to her, so maybe I'm doing good. Chores are boring and repetitive. A great statue. Like I said, what? That's the thing is, I realized yesterday, I was like, no, I think the whole point of checking if it's real ahead of time is so I can write down that I own it. Because if I just buy like 7 things at a time because of like this past like week or so where I have not like been willing to stream and shit's happening, like... And I go to the museum and I dump them all in there, and he's like, oh yeah, we'll take them. And it's like, okay, great. Which ones were real? Which ones did I get? So I think I'm going to continue to look at them in advance. How's life treating you these days? Dude. An amazing painting. Cat. Metal. I certainly already have that. What am I doing? Motherly statue. Sure. Letters are a great medium. Letters are a great small. Beautiful statue. Is that this? Didn't we just have a beautiful statue? Motherly. It was motherly. 3 sets of 641 sit-ups. Bro typed his things into AI. He's like, give me big numbers. Give me big numbers. I don't want people to know that I want people to know that I did the best workout. Yeah, let's whip out the widow. Alright, but tonight is just Animal Crossing, and we're gonna be going nice and slow. Just hanging out, looking for beetles and shit. So, I yet again imagine... After my festivities of the past few days, I'm looking to just... get some beetles and shit. Gonna be honest, like I said, I was like kind of taking it, not really like taking a nap, but like I was in my bed and I was getting a little tired. I was kind of thinking like, do I just move it from, I'm pretty sure that's a Miami stag or whatever the fuck it's called. The thing I have like 14 of. Yeah. Literally Miami stag. But I was like, no, I can whip open the fucking crossing. Catch some beetles or whatever. Don't worry, Gladys. I will save you. Ah! I didn't wait. He doesn't. He waited for me to drop my guard. I didn't know they did that. I thought he was just gonna keep doing the. Yo, I can get big. I can get big. I failed to protect Gladys. Gladys was found dead with like 88 scorpion stings after resident loser Pineapple fell to the ground. from the first 87 scorpion stings. Are you okay? Are you okay? How have you been? I feel like there's something you've been meaning to tell you. Why would you tease me with that, Gladys? Everything okay, Stretch? I need an AI chatbot to talk to. That'll make me feel good. Crazy dream last night and I was there. Hold on. Let's indulge. The Global Reggae Festival and one of the bands asked us to get up on stage. Jesus Christ. No wonder that's a dream. Not my type of music, and I would not be anywhere with like that much noise and getting up on stage. In that sense. On like an acting thing, I would be up there in a heartbeat. I would like make moaning sounds on stage. I like doing. This is my next scene. It's just me. It's just me. I'm a one-man band. It's that picture of Meg from Family Guy, and she's got the fucking thingamabobber going. I will do it all myself. Thank you. No one was more surprised than me when I started singing very loudly for the crowd's entertainment. You were singing reggae up there. Dreamy is so accomplished. Yep. I think the scorpion stings really got to her. What a wonderful dream. What a wonderful dream you had. I'm gonna make sure I'm enunciating. Emphasizing is the right word, actually. Emphasizing the right word. Yeah, that's right. One other thing I wanted to look at was, like, should I be doing, like, a Nook Island? Like, is that better for beetles or something? I don't know. Listen up! Pains me say, go! Wow! Can we flash back to, like, it was the end of April. Yeah, the end of April was when the cat baby arc started, which I'd say we're still kind of in. Because, I mean, that's still happening. And we haven't had another, like, big story thing happen. You know, we haven't hit the next, like, progression part. It still says kill Ganon. Okay, that's, like, a Breath of the Wild reference, but I think kill Ganon always appears. I think even after you kill him, because the game just resets. I'm pretty sure that you can't remove that. Whatever. It still says... words. I don't know, I lost it. Pretty sure I made a joke. I was like, yeah, Tianqing's the dad, and he's trying to leave. And I was like, if Tianqing ever moves out, he's like, I'm leaving, man. I'm not being no I don't want another fucking baby mama here. And Tianqing, that's fine by me. I'm not a monkey person, and I don't like the jock. I don't like the jock shit at all. You've been a day one, and that's all I can say for you, buddy. You haven't cleaned your place in forever. You've nothing in your house. You're a day one piece of shit. I gave you a sleeping bag in there. Stay here and clean? That's like the rudest thing I could say. No, you should stay here and clean your fucking place. Take care. Bye. Thanks for the laps. Won't forget you. Take care of Marrow. Like you give a shit. Like there's a single buddy that gives a shit. Not about your muscles or whatever. So, Pops is leaving town. How do you feel about being a single mom? If I haven't any FaceTime with you lately, I'm not taking care of that kid. He's not my fucking blood. When he pops out. Didn't scare you or anything, right? You're terrifying. You always got baby scares and shit. There's actually twins! Someone's feeling chatty. This big book of them and I'm learning lots of stuff. That's good. And I was going to say entertainment. Education is great for the youth. Can you do that in the future? When the baby pops out? Did you know there's all kinds of meanings and symbols and junk around flowers? What do you mean? Like, a white lily means purity. Okay, so... I was gonna say something, and then it didn't make any sense. The more I love flowers, the more I love them. Aww. Aww, so cute! Okay. I hear those fucking stars. You know what? If we're gonna be here tonight, capture a memory. There. I hope it was a good one. I am looking forward to getting back into Mario Party. I would like to say back tomorrow, but I don't know. I don't know. And if anything, since the Animal Crossing Island has kind of died down to just like checking in on like some bullshit and like catching like whatever fish and bugs we need, I feel like saying it happens every day is just kind of like a lie. I'd say like I try. Okay, not this past week. We're gonna take that out of context. We're gonna take that out of here. I'd say in general, I like to do it at least like every other day at the bare minimum. Ideally every day, and there's times where I can do like 3 days in a row, and then like something happens, or it's like, it's fine. I just did 3 days in a row, and I want to work on this instead. And especially now with my new job, I have a less time at home to work on things, and I'm definitely a bit more exhausted. But it's good money and pretty easy. However, we are looking at in August, like starting in August, starting in August and continuing on from that, going down in hours a bit at work. Still more than I need, but just like I have, instead of like 1, 2, whatever, just more days are available. Yeah. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Sci-fi wall? What the fuck? It's not like anything astrology related? I wonder, does she only give like one thing for each, like, I don't know, so, astrology cycle? What's the name for that? Let's open up all these. Yeah. And the ones that I know for sure that I have, I can just like donate all at once and he's gonna say they're all fake. But the ones that I don't know if I have or not, I will like donate one at a time, so that way he can be like, oh, this amazing painting is real. And I can go, wow, thank you. That's right, the beetles. I was gonna say, you know, I could at least like pull up some clams while we're out here, just like roaming the beach. Okay, so there were some that spawned after 11 p.m. The giant snake just says on trees. And the scarab beetle, yet again, just says all trees. And that's it. Okay. There's still a few things that show up as all day, and those are just the beetles. But there are only 2 of them that are between 11 p.m. and 8 a.m. and that's not happening with my current schedule. I'm not streaming at like goddamn 6 a.m. Oh yeah, Dusk Bloods. I saw the times for like the network test. And like there's only 2 sessions that I'll be able to do, but if I get in there, because I have a Switch too, I was like, hey, you know, maybe I'll stream them. I would like to see any gameplay. I would like to know what the fuck anything Oh, it's a PvP extraction game, and there's 8 players. What's happening? I don't know. Someone's like, look at Arc Raiders. And it's like, well, that doesn't make sense in a Souls PvP thing. I don't know. I also had the urge to play Night Rain the other night, and then it just kind of like fizzled out. No, it's probably still there. I just have like a million other things that I want to do. Oh, that is not a guy that I have. Horned Hercules. Is there another Hercules? Because from what I know, the Horned Hercules... Something Hercules is another one of, like, the rarest ones. And I'm pretty sure that's the sauced egg. Yeah, I'm certain we already have this fucker right here. But like, yeah. I don't know, it's already in my net. It's fine. I get an excuse tonight. I was like pseudo napping a little bit ago. And also it's a late night stream and I worked today. And it's just been a very exhausting like week. Where's that clam? I heard another one. Whatever. Don't care. It's not even like I wanted that clam or anything. Almost said crab. Tsundere ass. Playing Animal Crossing? Tuh. It's fine. I wanted you to move away, Tiancheng. Hornsby-kun? Oh, that's right. He also moved away. How many OG people are left? Yeah, there's still Cat, Gladys, Zell. And that's it. Leopold was... Yeah, originally it was... I'm trying to remember her fucking name. I wasn't the big... Poncho. Pacho? Poncho. It was not Poncho. Ugh. Pango. Pango? Yeah, Pango. It was not Poncho. Poncho's a thing. Yeah. But when Tiancheng moves, soon, whatever, tomorrow, okay, yeah, tomorrow he's in boxes, so the day after that, when we can start, like, villager hunting, I'm gonna put a bit more emphasis on the people, because we haven't done jack shit with Dell, other than, I don't know, I think last stream, or whatever, I made a joke about him being a computer, because his thing is Dell, and then he said Gronk, and I was like, Grok! Yeah, Gronk, can you draw me a hamburger inside of a hot dog? This is a great use. I was gonna say this is a great use of AI, like as a joke, but there is none. No. Alright. I'm gonna say words. Listen to the full thing, okay? Okay? Don't kill me off of the first thing. AI can be funny sometimes. Okay, I think that was I think people would understand that. There is like one unironic usage of AI that I like, and it's this old fucking, this like stupid FNAF song that I wrote back when like I was kind of getting into the phase, like I had that FNAF phase. It's like, haha, oh, you were like 12. No, I got my phase a bit late. I think I was like 16, 17. It was around the time the Security Breach came out. And that was... Well, yeah, like 16, 17. I was still living with my parents at the time, so that matches. And I heard about Suno, and I watch Simone Plays, and they did stuff on there, which is actually how I first heard about it. And I was like, oh, cool. Maybe I'll just throw these fucking lyrics in there. And I put yeah, just make it like rock or metal or whatever. I don't know. And it sounds good. Yeah, I'm not gonna go, this song, I don't think a single person in general knows that song exists. Well, I think I did upload it, on like a weird alt account of mine on YouTube. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna say it, but like, there's only one song, and then like one... I made it because I had like a weird... This is also a long time ago. I had this weird like fake Twitter rivalry with someone. He was like an Ace Attorney fan. His name was like Ace Attorney Fan 2000. And I was like, you know what? how would I make an alternate Twitter account, and I make it Ace Attorney Fan like 2001, and I'm like, yeah, I'm the better Ace Attorney Fan, and I basically just do the same thing he does, but I'm always like, oh, my thing's better, just like being a snotty little shit. And it was funny for like the 2 weeks that it happened, and then I don't remember what happened, but like he like went on a tangent once, and I was like, okay, this guy's not doing a bit anymore. He's actually like fucking mentally ill. No, that's a horrible exaggeration, and that's probably very rude. I think he just like snapped about like one thing, and I was like, aw, I can't play a bit with this guy. Now he's being an actual like Twitter user, douche. You know, I use Twitter to get like my news, and then Elon bought it, and I fucking stepped away. Garbage, hot steaming garbage. Point is, one of our little rivalry things, like, I made a very short video, because, like, the whole rivalry was, like, he was talking about how, like, Gata was the best, like, character in the series, like, best prosecutor, and Van Zeke sucks because he's racist, which, like, to be fair, he is, but, I love Barack Van Zeeks. I'm not calling him Barack. I love Barack Van Zeeks with all of my heart. But, like, gonna be honest, at the time, Gata was my favorite. I solely wanted to be like, hey, yeah, Van Zeeks is a close number 2, but I just wanna, I just don't like this person. I've decided that I don't like this person, so I'm gonna be his rival. I'm gonna be his Shadow the Hedgehog right now. Ace Attorney Fan 2001. So I made that account. And then after a little while of like going back and forth, another thing that he talked about was how like the latent crossover doesn't count as an actual game, like an actual Ace Attorney game, and like I didn't give a shit. I've never played that, and I don't really care. But I also made that a point, like and Professor Layton crossover is my favorite Ace Attorney game or whatever. I don't remember what it was about. Made a video where it was just like a short like 10-second like clip, poorly edited, and it's like Gato in D tier and Van Zeek's in S tier, and there's like Ace Attorney like dubstep happening or some bullshit, so something really stupid. Actually, yeah, just throw in like, there we go, for tomorrow, what I have on hand for tomorrow's money tree. So that happened. Rodeo style springy ride. Isn't that a normal thing? Oh, the rodeo style. Is that the reason? Is that the reason it's like special? Really? I feel like I'm. Well, I fixed it. I wonder. Hey, Zell, what's going on? Got a proposal for me? I do! I will! Actually, you didn't come to my birthday. I don't. No, I won't marry you. What if we had some kind of unique thing to say to each other? No. I've never cared about the custom greetings. We're gonna say far penis to each other. That'd be so funny, Zell. We're so unhinged. Oh my god. Oh my god, this bitch is crazy. It's the picture of the girl with like a bag of chips on her head in Walmart or some shit. Alright, whatever. So, there's an alt account on YouTube, I'm pretty sure also called Ace Attorney Fan 2001, that has that short 10-second video of throwing Gato in like F tier and Van Zeek's in S tier. There were only the 2 of them. There was nothing else. How full is my fucking inventory? Oh yeah, that makes sense. I just do this. And that same account has the AI video, and that's all I'm gonna say. It's not an AI video, because I was like, no. The most I'm doing is I'm uploading the music. It was so I could like send it to someone, because I didn't know how to do shit through Suno, and I was like, here, I gotta upload it. Use this old fucking alt YouTube account that I have. You know, there's some stupid like AI pictures or like AI music that I'm like, that's funny, but dear God, I would never appreciate that. I would never give love to anything like that. people who use that and take it as like their own or claim anything or any sort of art or any sort of like, this is mine, that's disgusting. And hell no. But that one like shitty FNAF song that I wrote, that the Suno AI fuckery made sound pretty good in my opinion. I was like, that's the one pass it gets. And that's it. And that exists out there, and that's, yeah. Okay, well I have both of these, so I shouldn't care about that. Also, I will see Scary, like I know the name Scary Painting. Mainly because that was one of the first ones that I got real. Wait, was Leaf on the island? I didn't see him. I didn't see him up there. He was not on the island. Flick was. So what the fuck is Leaf? Is Leaf like Leaf's day off? He's like, yeah, I'm just like smoking shit, man. I think there's a ghost in here. And that ghost had a really sexy burp. Yeah, I just remember Nook's Cranny closes at 11. So I'm not gonna care that much about catching extra shit. Obviously with like the fish and stuff, like I don't know what fish are gonna be in there. Why was it all the way at the bottom? Oh, the new recipe that I got. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. It feels a bit warm in here, but the AC's been on. When the guy was like breaking down the door and some shit, I offered him a water and he was like changing the lock and he's like, yeah. And I went to go turn on my AC and then he's like, you know what? He's like, you know something? He's like, just leave it on the whole time. He's like, it actually will like save the electricity and it'll like keep it at the same like temperature and shit. You know, when it has to like crank back up and try to reach the temperature, that's when it like uses more and blah blah blah. So I've just been leaving it running. I say this even though this happened last night. Everything with the door, everything with that girl, that I've been seeing for the past couple months. Obviously gone. No. Oh, wait. There was something on there. I can't tell what you are, but I think you're new. My camera is blocking it, but there is a beetle on this tree. Right here. Definitely looks new. Oh, it's a scarab beetle! Hey, that's one of two! It's just a dung beetle with better hobbies. That one's also pretty rare. Oh, I have to build things! No! Okay. I've got the bug. I've got a parasite? What? Emerging papa. Nice! Okay. And the bamboo hat. Okay. So... Walker's got fucking fleas! Walker, did you catch those from Cat? I think Cat's been getting a little action, and that's why Tian Sheng's leaving. The drama. The Cat baby arc is now, in this moment, upgrading to interpersonal drama, soap opera arc. Oh my god. I'm leaving you, Cat. I'm the stupid fucking jock villager, but you're fucking Walker. You're giving him fleas. I can't stand it. No, Tiancheng sounds more like this. I'm Tiancheng. I'm a jock villager.
I love muscles. Yeah, I'm orange.
I love this so much. I love that voice. In those games like Zubo and Delta, whatever, games where I just get to do a bunch of voices and shit, I need to whip that one out more. It's a shame that I had to save it for, I mean, Orange got a good amount, and it fits her so well. And then at least in Zubo, you know, Bubble was like through the end game. Bubble kiss! Bubble gonna kiss you! Bubble gonna kiss the shit out of you! But like going through, reliving all of the orange stuff and the other flowers and whatever, just chapter 5, and finding out how much I missed because like watching other people play through it. Apparently, I thought I did a pretty damn good job of like checking everything and like checking everything twice and like blah blah blah. But nope. I've seen a lot of playthroughs, and it's like, I didn't know there was a hallway there. I didn't know, like, in the quicksand room, and this is Yellow's turf. I didn't know there was, like, a back room, and you can find Zen Looker. Freak family. Freak family. Zen family. Zen family. Nah, it doesn't fit. It doesn't have the same, like, magnitude. If anything, I'm probably just going to end up using my fishing bait in, like, a river or something, because I think I have everything in the sea. Oh, the ocean sunfish. Actually, in the river, all I'm thinking of is the Dorado, but the Dorado shows up before 9 River Cliff Top. And then we can just, like, dig up more, like, fish bait in the future. I think I should take a look at the fish. And get, like, an updated, like, okay, what do I need? I should probably just do that in general, like look at my bugs too. And deep sea creatures, because I know we still need something. We got the isopod. We did not get the isopod? What did we get last time? I thought we got like one thing that we needed. Was it sea pig? What was it? Or was it just the moon jellyfish? It might have been. I think I should like go look through the list. I will. Like I said, tonight's just Animal Crossing. We'll have plenty of time. July deep sea creatures. Yeah, no giant isopod and no horseshoe crab here. So I guess I missed them. Oh, 9 p.m. through through 4 a.m. So we're good. We'll do that. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of deep sea diving. Was it medium, and then medium very fast? Yeah, medium, and then medium very fast. I was correct. But I have made it... I made it kind of well known that I think the drop box is so stupid. And like, even if I'm out doing shit at like midnight, I would never use the drop box. Gonna be honest, I think just for the convenience aspect, I'm going to. Also, where the fuck is this last rock? Because we've been breaking it so it would, like, move in a new area, and I haven't even found it today. Like, see, I swear to God, I've been all over the fucking island. Where is this goddamn rock? Let's go stop by the museum so I can drop off the new, like, bugs and maybe find out if some of this art is real. I doubt it. Has it been 4? I was like, I'm pretty sure this is it. Okay. I think I got like some sticks. There we go. Okay. Just want to stop by these palm trees. I also want to find out where the fuck this rock is at. Is it maybe like behind the museum or some shit? I don't think I went over. I don't think I've went over here. Oh shit! No, it's not. God damn it. Let me open up the art list just so I can verify. Like, yeah, I do already have that, and blah 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 blah. I don't say blah blah blah. Okay, make a donation. Oh, that's right. They're going to do it for me. Oh, pufferfish from last time. I forgot. Oops. Okay. Solemn painting. We already have. Beautiful statue. We already have. Motherly statue. We do not have. I'm going to wait on that one. Amazing painting. Amazing painting. We do not have. I'll wait on that one. Great statue we don't have. And then wild painting left half. Okay, so every fucking piece of art. Besides these two. Okay. Just check these pieces of art one at a time. It's gonna feel like pulling out individual hairs, but like part of my brain is attached to them. Like hairs that go all the way through. Wild painting left half. Is this one real? No. Okay. That's fine. I just know if I donate like multiple, he's just gonna be like, alright, thank you. It's like, fuck, which ones were real and fake? Great statue. Okay, okay. I think it was 14 statues or 15 total. Well, we just hit 6. Oh, amazing paint. We gotta go down the line, buddy. Quit trying to jump ahead. I know, I'm so excited as well. Nope. Okay. Motherly statue. Last one. Okay. I don't care about like, oh, I'm not getting as much money, dude. I stopped caring about money after like March when we like maxed out the turnip game and I had like I bought everything that I wanted. No. There's still things that I would like for my house. Mainly the kitchen. I still want some things for the kitchen. They're just not popping up. You know? I want more like counter space bullshit and stuff. I would also like to find where this rock is, because not only is it just like the last rock that I'm missing just to find it, it's also the money rock, because I've hit every other goddamn rock in this godforsaken town. Godforsaken shithole town. I've known, and I've probably mentioned it, I don't know, my brain does these things, like I ramble, I don't know, crazy. We have that one, I recognize it. Like I ramble and shit, I know, completely unheard of. So my point is, like, I've probably already brought this up at some point, like in an early stream or some shit. But I know there are people who have islands and like they were able to like get their rocks to like all 5 of them are right here, like all 6 of them are right here. And I think, you know, it's probably like if you like have every tile covered, then like they can only spawn in the clear areas or some shit. I'm almost certain that's what it is. So, I'm just saying, like, I've always known about that. I've known about that before this series started. But no, that feels wrong to me. I like going all over the island to find them. Yeah, I feel like I have that as talk, because I'm pretty sure I said that same thing. I like going all over the island, and I like having a little scavenger hunt. You know, if all my rocks are right here, and then I just need to go right here, then what about the other 2/3 of the island? That's getting nothing. I was kind of thinking the rock would be over here. I was like, have I spent a lot of time over here? Yes, I have. Dude, where the fuck is this last rock? And I'm just catching every fish. Point is, I will be using the drop box. That's not even a fish. That is going in my wallet. No, that is gonna go in my storage. Because just in case I ever want to do something with the trash, at least I have it. At least I have like 12 pieces of each. This is a Dorado. He's just up really late. He's an all-nighter. Nope, it's the saddled bitch. Damn. It's the Saturday bitch. Woo! Woo! There you go. Woo girls always strike twice or something. I don't know if those words... I'll just leave it at that. Whoopsies. I probably already had it. Meanwhile, that was like the elephant fuck I need. Or is it giant stag? That sounds familiar. I don't know. Ah, yeah. That kind of was the whole point. Just throw back. Just throw back a dace. One of them. Okay. Before I hit the drop box. Because KK Metal, I know I have. I might want to save my fish bait just for when I... What's this? Wandering. I also feel like I have that one. There we go. I knew I was missing something. Alright, well, fucking... I'll go inside and check. One of these days I should. I think this is another thing that I've been, like, saying for a month now or some shit. Like, I should start a list of all the KK songs that I have. Wait, what? I thought it was the... Oh, I'm thinking of KK Rock. Oh my god. Wow. It was the other way around. I was like, oh, I for sure have KK Metal. I don't know if I have I don't know if I have Wandering. I bet if I looked at the picture for Wandering again, I'd be like, oh yeah, I have that. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't care. Actually, let's take this fishing bait to the dock. Because, yeah, ocean sunfish, but isn't there also another big fish that we need over there? Also, I only... Oh my god, my voice. Ugh. I haven't been coughing as much lately. Like I said, it really only happens, like, once. Like, a day or something. But now that... Yet again, now that the camera's live... I'm not alive. PPAP is dead theory? Oh my god. Wait, no. I'm thinking of the Blue Marlin. Right? Because wasn't the Blue Marlin, like, didn't it come back around? And we caught the Mahi Mahi and the Giant Javali. I don't think there is another pier fish. Fuck it, we're doing it now. It just hit midnight, we're doing it now. Also, my point was, my AC's on all day. I'm gonna bring my fan out here. It's too warm. Okay, it's not that warm, but like... Whatever. For fish, we're just missing the Napoleon fish and the ocean sunfish, which are both in the sea 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. So I actually can't even do anything with either of those. Nice. Oh, that's right. I should check June, because I think there were some June fish we were missing. No, wasn't it just the Dorado? Because we got the Arapaima and the Arowana recently. Also, I know it just turned midnight, but I'm grabbing a Dr. Pepper. I don't care. I limit myself to like 2 a day. And sometimes it's like, yeah, I know I just had one at like 9. But if I get 2 a day, surely I can allow this one. So let's look at June. And I don't think the fan should be that much extra noise. Also, boo-hoo if it is. Boo-hoo. Yeah, still the giant snakehead in the pond, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We'll just have to do a day stream. I have Saturday off. And then Sunday, I'm looking to go back to the casino again. So maybe Saturday morning. Or like Saturday at noon-ish, I mean. We did get the piranha. So I see Dorado. Okay, so giant snakehead, Dorado. We got the Garn, yeah. Yeah, that's it. So there's 4 fish that we're missing at the moment that we have been able to, which I think we're at 66 right now. We're at 69, so that'll bump us up to 73. And then there's like the 2 salmon in September, and then there were like some other shit in August. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna finish the fish by like October, November, or whatever. I don't know. I guess it depends. But there's 4 we're missing at the moment. Giant snakehead, the pond during the day, and then the Dorado, river cliff top, right? Or was it just river? I'm pretty sure it's river cliff top. No, it just says river. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Dorado and the river, and then the Napoleon fish and the ocean sunfish. All 3 of those are huge. Ocean sunfish obviously has the dorsal fin. And they disappear at 9 p.m. And they come back in at 4 a.m. But I'm not talking about fucking 4 a.m. I'm not doing that. Okay. So, just bugs now. Because there are some beetles and shit. So, and to be fair, I look at my beetles down here, and I see a decent amount of them filled. So, I would like to get at least kind of filled up. How would I just look at the full list? Because what... Oh, it's like Monarch. Monarch Butterfly is in like September, right? Here, I'm just gonna click New Horizon. I'm gonna look at bugs like fucking October. Yeah, Monarch Butterfly. September to November. Okay, so that's what that butterfly is. Okay. I'm looking at the whole thing. Yep, the banded dragonfly, we're still... Like, I thought that I had it, but no. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay. That's past games. In New Horizons is May through October. Okay, so we're good. I was like, oh shit, I only have till the end of August. We got the firefly. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, I'm pretty sure it was just the banded dragonfly was what we were missing before June and July hit us with like beetles and shit. Okay. So I see, yep, drone, Goliath, the rainbow stag. Okay, we got that. I was gonna say white roach. No, that's this wharf roach. That guy's around all the time. Okay, so that was June. We're not missing anything then. Banded dragonfly. But we're caught up through June. Bugs, at least. July bugs. Just scroll down to the new shit. Okay, and here's a million beetles. Grasshopper during the day. 4 different types of cicadas, all during the day. Yeah, one of them is 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. and then 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. So, since a lot of things change at like 4 and 5, I feel like maybe we just like have a stream that I start at like 3, 4 p.m. and then just go from there. Yeah. Well, no, these don't spawn at 5. Oh, the evening cicada spawns at 4, though. That was my point. So I could do a stream. Yeah, if I stream at like 3, then I can catch things that disappear before 4, like the giant snakehead. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe Saturday. I don't know. Maybe Saturday will do that. Blue weevil beetle on palm trees. I think that's this one here. No. That's the one that I scared by stepping away from... Or like I hit an angle weird, and then like you do like the sidestep thing on like my first island. Sorry, I scared it away on my first island. Abusing drugs. These. Yeah, it's that guy. But he's only worth 800 bells, which makes me think he's really rare, and it says all day. Or sorry, really common. But so far that hasn't been true. We have that. We got the Scarab Beetle. We have Sawstag. We have Mayama. And then... Okay. Giant Stag is... Yeah, perfect. Giant Stag would be here. Yep, that's the other 11 p.m. bug we're missing. On trees. We have Cyclomatus. We have Golden. Giraffe Stag. That is on palm trees, 5 p.m. to 8 a.m. Horned Dynasty we got. Then we're missing the Horned Atlas and Horned Elephant on palm trees. And then after you, it's the Walking Stick on trees, 4 a.m., 8 a.m., and then 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. God damn it, that's going to be like another day. And then we already have the Walking Leaf. Okay, so we're missing the Giant Stag on regular trees. Well, it just says on trees, so could he also spawn on palm trees? I don't think so. And then I kind of blinked on it. And then Giraffe, and the two other horned ones on palm trees. So we're missing 3 palm tree beetles and 1 tree beetle. So that makes me feel pretty good about it, actually. Nice. And also fish bait. The 4 fish we're missing are all during the day and stuff. So might as well just throw that in the storage like I was originally planning on doing it anyways. I got a couple extra bugs for you, Flick. It'll be even. I'm losing money by using the drop box for everything else. But these bugs here, you got them. There are only a few, but I know he sells at like... I know he buys at like, what is it, double the price? Or is it like 1.5 times? Is it 150% or 100? You return to the scene of the crime, huh? I'm not scared of you! Oh! I fumbled. Damn. Okay. Slow the fuck down. Honestly, the fact that we're only missing like 4 beetles and we still have a month and a half makes me feel pretty good about the whole, like, oh man, I don't know if we'd have to do like a bunch of beetle streams. No, I think as long as we get the Giant Stag tonight, then we shouldn't have to do any like specific... Then I presume we shouldn't have to do any like solo, like just focusing on beetle streams. So I'm just kind of circling around at the moment. And then we're going to go hit the drop box, like I said I was going to do. Kind of clear out my inventory. And then we're going to do a bit of deep sea diving. And then we're just going to keep doing this, I guess. That's right, I was going to look, like, is it better to do it on an island? Even if it's just to, like, clear out all the trees so only the palm tree ones spawn or whatever. Prime beetle hunting methods, Animal Crossing New Horizons. By hunting on Nook Miles or Cabin Mister Islands, clear the island of all non-palm trees, flowers, and stumps. This forces rare beetles to spawn in your planted palms while you creep around slowly with your net. And it says gather and plant 10 to 15 coconut palms. Is it just saying, like, take fully grown ones already? That's the AI overview, to be fair. But I assume the logic is, like, there. Yeah, and then I'll just sell the rest. Oh, time stops at oh my god, the time you arrive at an island. So, for example, if I was like, oh man, I need to catch this fish by 4 p.m. Oh, I can't. I suppose I can't put these in the drop box. I didn't think about that. Whatever. It's like, oh man, I gotta catch this fish by 4 p.m. Go to a go to like a Nook Mile Island at like 3:59. It'll be 3:59 for the whole time that I'm there, basically. And then, yeah, words. At least from what I read by that one person that wasn't AI overview, that looked like how it worked. So, yeah. I would like to have... Actually, you know what? Fuck it. If I need the space, I'll just, like, drop other, Oh, whoops, I gotta put it on top. By taking this off. That's what I was doing. I forgot. There we go. Drop other, like, deep sea creatures. Whatever. We see the two! Medium. And the medium very fast. And then keep an eye on the shore. Pretty sure we've checked before, and the octopus is a medium. I gotta reopen the tab anyways. Not anyways. For this one thing that I decided to do. There's not another reason to do it. Gotta do it anyways. The old ball and chain wants me to do it. Okay. I just want to see the octopusy. No, octopus is medium slow. Why? But like all the bubbles. I'm confused. What about the slate pencil urchin? Is medium. Okay, cool. Okay, my phone does need a charge. It was like close to dying. It was like 15% before stream started. And then I like had it off the charger so I could look at all the beetles and shit. And then instead I was talking about getting locked out. That whole thing yesterday. And then like shortly after I got inside, found out there was another guy for 3 weeks. I feel like this probably isn't a conversation that I should be having, but I want to have it because I don't know. I'm here and that's where I'm at right now. I feel like the general stigma is like if you're the guy in that situation, like if you're the one, if you're the side piece, and you just found out, I feel like you should have. I'm not saying like bro code, like I can't do this. I mean, ideally, whatever. Have a little bit of respect for yourself and some shit, but I don't think he cared. I don't think he cared about that. Oh no, he absolutely did not care, because I was like, man, like we had this whole talk, and she didn't want to throw a label on it, and he's like, guess you should have listened to her. And I literally, I said to him, I was like, okay, fuck you, by the way. Like he was a dick about it, and it's like, okay, you don't have at least a little like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that it was like this, even at least a little. Like, I don't think I brought it up on stream, but a couple months ago, right before I met that past girl, both of these were through Hinge. it was like a long distance thing, whole spiel with another girl. And it was like the beginning of May where she like out of the blue like blocked me and shit and like and was done with me, and I was kind of confused, and then I found out she went back to her ex, and it was like, oh man. Oh well. It was kind of like long distance. I didn't care that much. I was more hurt when I had no idea why. And I was like, why? What happened? And then I found out it was that, and I was like, oh, the ex who, you know, I was like, oh, she's told me all these bad things. Oh, cheating is so, people have to excuse cheating are disgusting. Same thing with this past girl. They're hypocrites. It's kind of funny how horrible, how the 3 people I've, like, in quotes, been with have all been horrible people. Oh my god. I have a type. And it's not people with issues. It's people who are issues. Oh, I need to amend that statement. Jeez. Where was I? But yeah. So, whatever. The long distance chick. And like I said, after that ended like the beginning of May. It's like right at the time I got this same kind of sickness. And then I was unhinged again, and I met the other girl. The one that I actually like gone on a few dates with and had dinner and movie nights, and it was nice. Darn, I guess I'll never get to see the rest of the Lord of the Rings movies. I don't know, I mean, I was enjoying them, but like, I'm not... I had like a duty with that. It was because she wanted me to. But it's fine. There's another guy for a few weeks, so clearly everything she wants is there instead. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so the long distance chick, whatever. And I think okay, no, not I think. I know. That's why I was gone for like the first week of May, is because I was dealing with that. And then I found out that she went back to her ex, and it was really easy to just like reset everything. Oh, okay, so you were just like a horrible person, and you were using me as like an emotional filler until you finally like won him over again. Even though like you're the one that broke up with him because he did this and that, and then he cheated, and cheaters are the worst. And then you go and do it. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, hypocritical. All women are bitches. No, dear God, no. I've wanted to say that as a joke, but I know that some people can't take anything like that. Like, oh, you brought that up? You clearly, like, actually believe that. Well, you couldn't say something as, like, a sarcastic, obvious joke. This sassy fucking asshole and a cunt can't bring up a joke, can't do a bit. He has to believe everything. Also, why have I been picking up everything? Like, if they're obviously not medium sized at the bare minimum, don't catch it. Like, that's way too small. But they're having some bigger shadows where I'm like, oh, this is clearly like a large, and it's like medium. What? Okay, whatever, sure. A lot of bubbles, but you're not moving? What are you? Oh, a Pascal visit, that's what you are. Whatever, long distance chick, after she blocked me and everything, her ex, the guy that she went back to, he reached out to me. And I was asking him these questions. He was playing the middleman. And he was nice about it. He was like, yeah, it was like a week ago. He's like, I got into like an accident. He's like, I had like a motorcycle accident, because they were like motorcycle people. He's like, I got like a motorcycle accident, and then she came to visit me at the hospital. And it's funny because I was out of town, and I was in her area, and she couldn't see me that day. She was too sick, but she was good enough to go visit this guy, go visit her ex in the hospital. That should have, like, yeah. I mean, I didn't know that she went to the hospital till he told me, but it was kind of like, oh, okay, so, like, this was not a spur of the moment, like, I still want you back. Like, she was trying to, like, get back. She was trying to, like, excuse it, like, he won't cheat again or some shit. I don't know. And he's like, yeah, I wish that she said something about it. Like, I'm so sorry about that. And I'm like, whatever, fucking, you guys can go fuck around with each other. And then he was trying to like make jokes. He's like, yeah, I was flying on my motorcycle, went off at like 120. And I was like, dude, I don't want to be your friend. Dude, I don't want to be your friend right now. It's so gross. Ew. And then they were gone. And then last night, because I still have to do like the jealous thing where like, yeah, this new girl gone on several dates with, great, amazing, just like out of the blue blocks me, and then like I call, after like a little argument that we had. Oh, spoilers, that's one of the things that happened this weekend, about something that she did, and then I was a little confrontational. That's why I thought she blocked me in the first place, is I was like, man, she can't handle confrontation at all. And then when she did pick up the phone call, and there's a dude's voice there, I was like, oh my god, she grew a penis. Let's go! Nice! No. Where was I going with that? Dude, you showed up with what is your name? Suicidal bedspread? And then other letters and shit? That's crazy. Here, let's hand out some emotions with Pascal. Let's feel this out first. Let's feel this. That's a damn good message, Pascal. Everything changes. Sometimes it's scary, sometimes it's a relief, and sometimes it just means dinner's ready. I added just because, you know, it made sense in like a speaking sense. You know, you kind of throw in those filler words. Yeah. Everything changes. It was scary because I had nice feelings for her. Sometimes it's a relief. Yeah, because I don't want bad people like that. And the fact that she was there, because he's like, yeah, she's busy right now, but like he had her phone. The fact that she was like right there and was just like, okay, didn't care at all. The fact that he was like an ass to me, and the fact that this whole thing happened, I was like, okay, so you are a bad person. You've been a bad person. And you will never change. I regret buying you a nice little birthday gift. Nice little like warming weighted plush. I think I already talked about that. And it was going to help with like the period stuff. As like an ulterior thing. And sometimes it means dinner is ready. You know what? That's true. Dinner is ready. I re-downloaded Hinge last night and I got one match so far. And that's fucking crazy that it happened that soon. If you told past Aiden, like, yeah, you would get, yeah, like, you know, in the span of like 5 months, you would like semi-date 2 women, and then they both like technically kind of cheat, but also technically not, because the first one was like long distance and didn't want to put a label on it, and this one didn't want to put a label on it, probably because she was with another guy for the past few weeks. You know, that's kind of funny, but also really bad. I need to stop saying that's kind of funny. I can't even say it's a coping thing. Like I said, like in general, I don't feel that bad. Like once I learned just how bad you are, I feel good that you're gone. No, there are a lot of people in my life that are just gone. Like, you know, like in high school, I was never like a popular guy, but I had a good amount of friends back in high school. And then, you know, these people move away, these people go off to college and I never see them again. And maybe I wasn't as close with these ones. And it's like, yeah, you know, I only have like a few people that I see now. But it's fine. These are people that I trust. These are people that I like to spend with. These are people that are my friends. Like my closest buddy. He's the fucking old milk guy who shows up a lot. In like a month and a half, it'll have been 11 years that we've known each other. It was fucking the second day of 6th grade. Because the way things were done, I don't know if it's like a North Dakota thing or like a United States thing or whatever, but I know it's not an everywhere thing. Our middle school had it was not like a thing just for our middle school. I know for a fact it was not like that. Had it flipped to like, oh, on A days they were called, like you would have these classes, and then B days you would have different ones. So you basically had like different classes every other day. You know, so it'd be like, oh, during, you know, you 5 days in the week, and obviously you have Saturday, Sunday, you're at home or whatever. Like, oh yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week you're doing all your A classes, and then Tuesday, Thursday, B. And then next week it's B, whatever. Whatever. Point was, I met him on one of the classes on the B day. So it was the second day, and it was the 6th grade. And then it was 6 years through school. And yeah. No, it will not have. Hold on. No, but it was 2015. It was 2015 because that's when I got Milo. I got Milo back in 2015, and I met my buddy first. I met Mr. Old Milk first, before Milo. I got Milo as a Christmas gift. My parents couldn't keep him for that long, but so they gave me him early. Came home from school one day, December 7th, 2016, and they were like, your birthday gift is in, there's a Christmas gift that we couldn't wait all the way till Christmas to give you, and it's in the bathroom. And immediately I was like, okay, there's nothing that you have to keep in the bathroom that you couldn't wait till Christmas. Oh, we got you a Wii U in 2016! Like, that you could wait, and also you wouldn't have to put in the bathroom. I realized immediately, I was like, oh, there's an animal. There's an animal. And, like, we had a cat, and we had, like, a dog and shit. But I want my own cat. And that was how I met Milo. And I cried. And it was nice, because I don't cry a whole lot. And it's not like, oh, I'm a big tough guy. No, I'm a little whiny bitch, but, like, I don't know. It's hard for me to get tears going. There's been a few times where I've been able to get them going, like I kind of made it happen, and it's like, oh, cool, I could do the acting thing. And then, like, the other 99% of the time, it's like, doesn't work. I have a few cases where I have been able to pull out some waterworks. Man, so much for, like, yeah, I don't think my mind's gonna be rambling that hard today. Where the fuck am I? Like, mentally. I'm everywhere and nowhere. Dorsal fin fish. I know it's not the ocean sunfish. Oh, it might be a cool old shark. I don't care. I don't care. It's just gonna be money. And I don't want it. I don't want you. I'm gonna grab you. You better not bite me, mister. You better not bite me, mister. Just oh, it's just like Jaws. Just like Jaws. That happened to me. That's what you get for swimming up and trying to touch a shark. And then Sonic says, that's no good. Come on, I see the giant isopod is like 12,000 bells. Like, okay, that guy is like kind of rare. But the horseshoe crab is 2,500, and let me double check the list. We've caught like what, 4 octopi? The octopus. Okay, now I thought the octopus was more. I can't use that as a frame of reference, or an accurate frame of reference, I should say. Never mind. No. I think the whelk we've also seen as medium. I don't care. I'm gonna keep just picking things up. I don't have like a stopwatch and I'm like, okay, the time matches up. It all matches up. You are the same size. You are one of my elite employees. You are the same everything as the whelk. I sure hope that's my horseshoe crab. And then it's another fucking octopus or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, there was like a point a while back. Let's see here. We were talking about Milo. Old Milk. That's right. That's his actual legal name. Pulls up his ID. It says Old Milk. And then we go, what the fuck? Actually, I mean, if you've seen another buddy of ours, like I've brought up that I did like some, I was gonna say Lethal Company. No, did some Escape the Backrooms and then some Gambling with Friends. And I've shared that. That account is under Wondrous Siren. In there, I'm in there along with Mr. Old Milk himself, and like he uses his other username, the one that he uses for everything else. Old Milk is only on Twitch or whatever. And I'm pretty sure I actually say his name in there, so it's not like, oh, I'm trying to be secretive about it, but I don't know. I think there was one time where like it got blurred out in that video when we were like watching it back, and I was like, "Oh, did you not want me to say your name? I probably said it like 8,000 times in here, just like, hey, bleh, hey, Bob, hey, Bob. Oh no, his name is Bob. Whatever." Also, Mr. Old Milk, the guy who showed up like last week in the middle of the Animal Crossing part, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm outside," and I was like, "What?" But yeah, let's see here, because it was second day of 6th grade, and they have all of 6th grade, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, yep, that is 7 years because you count all of 6th grade. I'm stupid. I was like, but the math doesn't add up. And then I've been out of high school for 4 years. Class of 22. So the numbers do indeed add up. But point is, let's see here. I think I looked back at 2016, and I looked back at like the August, because that's when school starts, like every month, or every year it starts in August. For like middle school shit, North Dakota. I think that might be like state. I don't know. I'm not gonna say shit. Just whatever. Point is, that was when it started, and I looked at like the end of the month, and I was like, okay, so like school would always start on like a Wednesday or Thursday, and it's the second day, so we're looking at like a Thursday or Friday. And I was able to like kind of look back and pinpoint the whatever that day was. So I think it's like August 27th or 28th. It's the 27th, I remember. So August 27th is our anniversary. And last year we went out to Roadhouse. That was massive. That was not medium. That's why I was like, dude, sometimes they fucking lie to you. No. And then the moon jellyfish is like 600. That's cheap as hell. All right. I'm going to do like another loop. Because after this, it's literally just the beetles and shit. Because there's 4 fish that we're missing, and they're all available either like during the day or just like earlier in the day. And then we have 1 deep sea creature. And then like the bugs that we're missing. A good handful of bugs during the day. One of those being the dragonfly that we missed back in like May, or like that started back in May. And then a few nighttime beetles, one of which only spawning at and after 11. Okay. The giant isopod was medium very fast, so I think I should be able to tell. Very fast is like the fucking spider crab, like the guys I gotta creep up on. So I should just like chase, and if I can keep up with you pretty easily, like that's not it. But I don't know, part of me is also like, yeah, but like what if you're not, I don't know. No, it's just another horseshoe crab. Now you guys want to fucking show up like crazy. Whatever. What the fuck? Didn't I grab this like an hour ago? It's room temperature now. What the fuck? No, it was half an hour ago. What the hell happened? Oh, is it because of the fan, maybe? The fan is blowing, like, right at it. I gotta blow my nose. My favorite part. Okay, there we go. Oh, I feel a lot better. But also like the exact same. Oh yeah, let's see here. I think I kind of finished talking about the other bullshit from earlier and like the other day and blah blah blah. Nice. We already had our Pascal visit, so it's useless. That's right, I talked about how I had one match. Yeah. I don't know, I'm waiting on a response, but I was just like, I don't know. I've been like yeah, I'm not the most, like, I know I am like nowhere close to like conventionally attractive. It's the unconventionally attractive where I you know, I would like to say that I have a pretty good personality. That's the one thing. I got 2 great personalities right here. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. I actually pressed the Y button to resurface, but no. No, I wanted to pursue, actually. I wanted to charge in. Headstrong. Into that muscle right there. Whatever. But, like, if you told past Aiden, like, oh, yeah, in the span of, like, 5 months, you would, like, pretty much date, but they're both cheating bitches, and they don't want to, like, oh, no, I'm not dating you. We're not dating, but, like, oh, we've gone on, like, I'm fucking, pretty sure we were on, like, 7 dates. And some bullshit. And it's like, oh, no, because if I say we're dating and then you learn that I've been seeing another guy for the past few weeks, then I'll feel bad. But if I just say we're not and just string you along and you just get to be like a funny, like emotional shoulder for me, that's not going to hurt you at all. And then I get to feel good about it. That's what's going through both of their minds. That's what went through both of their minds. Whatever. Point is, if you told past Aiden, like Aiden from like 5 months ago, like, hey, in the span of the next 5 months, you're gonna have like the highest highs you've had in a long time, and then you're gonna, you know, whatever. You're gonna be out there. And then, yeah, oh yeah, and then like the very next day after you learn that like bitch number 2 was like cheating, or you know, was with another guy. That was a lot of bubbles. It's a lot of bubbles. Look at the size. That's, I don't know. I don't think that's medium. But we'll see. We'll see. I was fooled by spider crabs. I was fooled by lobsters. I get fooled by everything in these. Is this my isopod? No. It's just a giant clam. Yeah, I guess. Ugh. I don't know, I guess I'll take, like, the rarest fucking thing. Dude, I need, like, the 4th rarest thing right now. I mean, isopod was close. The spider crab and giant clam are both, like, 15k. Isopod's 12k. There was something else that was like 12k that I caught. I don't remember. I could just look at the list. It's like right there. I'd have to open up my phone and do that though. Not fast at all, but the right size-ish. No. Let's see here. Words. Yeah, I matched with someone waiting for a response. Whatever. The point is, like, oh yeah, the very next day you're gonna be like, yeah, alright, like, yeah, it still hurts. No shit. But, like, I'd say for the most part, I'm, like, over it emotionally. I'm able to reset myself pretty good. You know. If there were like more steaks on the line and if there were more steaks on the grill, steaks, then holy shit, it's bad. then it would probably be worse, or I probably wouldn't be able to reset as easily. Like with Seth. There have been some nice people on Hinge. I don't know, people where I'm like, yeah, you know, it's like, yeah, there's more fish in the sea. And then what I pull up with my net are like the snapping crabs who broke out of the net and they've already ripped off part of my flesh. Point A and point B, the two previous successful matches. I've had more than just 2 matches, but they're the only 2 who actually like went somewhere. Yeah, my first match was like I want to say it was like 2 weeks after I downloaded it, back in like November. It was right around Thanksgiving, because I was going through some shit, and we're not getting into it. And then I was recommended like just download like the apps. I was like, sure. And someone on there, and I was like, oh hey, this is pretty nice. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm bi, but like after Seth, I genuinely, I've said it, I don't think I'm kidding. I'm pretty sure he made me at least a little bit more straight. Solid like 70-30 split, 70 towards women, I'd say. And I think that's fine, you know. All men are evil type beat. Whatever. Point was, we were like trying to make plans. Okay, most like stale conversation ever. Like we matched like an interest of this, and it was like, oh cool, and that's like, got any pets? I have a cat, and I'm like, okay. I have a cat too. His name is Milo. He's like a blah 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 blah. Nothing, and that's like, what kind of music do you like? Like that's the worst. Like, yeah, I can yap, I can fill in the void for both of us, but, like, I need to at least know that I'm not wasting your time that you match with me. And like I said, this was around Thanksgiving, and then, like, we tried to make plans, but it did not work. It was like, yeah, could we do this? And it's like, yeah, sure. It's like, oh, we'll do, like, Wednesday at 6 or whatever. I'm pretty sure it was the day before Thanksgiving. No. Fine, you can take one of my muscles. And I was like, yeah, that'd work. So I was like, okay, like leading up to it, like Monday night, I was like, hey, yeah, you just want to like throw out, like, where would you want to go? Or like, what would you want to do? And it's like, nothing. Radio silence. Tuesday, nothing. Like I asked it on Tuesday, like, hey, for tomorrow, nothing. And then Wednesday, like during the day, morning, whatever, I was like, hey, are we still on for later? Nothing. So it rolls over to 6 p.m. and at 6:01, because I set an alarm reminder at 6 p.m. At 6:01, I messaged. I was like, all right, wish you luck, and I unmatched. And then that's the thing is back at that time in November, I had a few dating apps. I had like Hinge, Tinder, and then like one other weird one. I think it was Hilly. I think that was the name, Hilly. I didn't want to download Tinder because I only heard like bad things, like, oh, it's all bots now, and blah blah blah, and like people don't actually use it for the right reasons. But I was a little desperate, and I'm pretty sure it was on Tinder where it was like, hey, like a few days later after that whole Thanksgiving thing, you got a match. Same woman, different app. And part of me was like, oh, now you care. Now you care. Wait, hold on. I didn't even read it. I was like, no, not interested in this person. Cancel that. And that was like the first match. And then I think that's when I kind of realized, like, I should have some standards. And then I did. And then it was like all the way till February. Well, I didn't really care. I didn't even like use the apps a whole lot. And then I had some shit go down in February and whatever. I bet if you looked at every stream that happened in February, there's probably some times where I'm like, oh, I don't know, that's pretty fast. Hold on, this might be it. It looks to be about medium size. This might be it. You look back and then I'm like, oh man, some shit went down. Or like I'm gone for like 3 days straight or whatever. You could probably find it. It was like at that time where I was like, all right, open up. Yes, it is. Let's go. Just like open up fucking Hinge and I like swipe on everything. And that's when I met Chick A. And that was long distance. And then, and then after Chick A cycled out, it was like beginning of May here. That's when Chick B. I should be saying bitch, actually. Bitch B. Not bitch like bitch, you know. Bitch like you are a horrible person. How could you do that to someone? And the worst, but like funniest part about it is both of them were very adamant about how horrible cheating is. Because I'm pretty sure they were both technically cheated on. Whatever. Bitches be crazy. Hey, up top. Nice. Whatever. It was just like, it's nothing. Then we trickle down to February. Bad thing happens. I go crazy swiping everything. Red flag number 1. And then like I ignored a lot of red flags because I was a little desperate. And I was like, I don't know, she's cute and she's liking these things. And yay. Yeah, you know, it's long distance technically. She's only like a 2-hour drive away, but I can't drive and she's not willing to do that. And like she's doing like I'm blanking on it. It was like what's trade school. I was gonna say tech school. I was like, no, that's not it. Mermaid shoes. Aw, cute. Thank you, Pascal. They're getting sold. I think that's the only thing I can throw in the fucking Dropbox right now. And the pearl in the in my closet in the storage. Yeah. Will they let me do the scallop? I thought they wouldn't let me do this. Oh, was I trying to throw them away? That's probably what I did. I thought I was like, oh yeah, go to the trash can to dump this shit off. And then sell this in the Dropbox. Okay. Okay, so I can throw fish in the Dropbox. Alright. Good, my inventory is all cleared. For a second I was like, ah man, I'll just, you know, only catch the real things. But hey, so there's only 2 deep sea creatures left. I'm pretty sure one of them is in August, and then the other one is in like October or something. Let me just see. Let me just look ahead. Yep, deep sea creatures, August. New in August. The flatworm, that is new. 4 p.m. to 9 a.m. It is very cheap, so I'm assuming it's pretty common. Tiny. Swimming pattern, slow, short movement. Got it. Let's look at September. New in September, oyster, turban shell. Do I have turban shell? Let's look at what turban shell says. Turban shell, New Horizons North says May or March to May. So, oh, it is up there. I was like, that sounds familiar. The sweet shrimp, let's go. Gaby's back. I have all these. October. Spiny lobster? I don't have a spiny lobster. 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. Okay. So we have 1 deep sea creature to get in August. And then 1 in October. So after October, we won't have to do any more deep sea diving. Thank God. And we're down to what? What was it, like 11 fish? Yeah, 11 fish total, 19 bugs total. We're getting there. We're getting there. But we've done all of our fishing for tonight. There's no other deep sea creatures we're missing, which means it's time to just do some beetles and shit. The problem is I don't really care that much about the palm tree ones right now, because there's only like 3 of them that I'm missing. I really care about the goddamn 11 p.m. one. I don't want to do another like 11 p.m. just Animal Crossing stream. I mean, if it has to happen, whatever, sure. Maybe a night where I'm like, oh, I don't want to stream. Well, I'm just doing Animal Crossing. Sure, maybe we'll do it. Which is pretty much what happened today. I know this isn't it. Rainbow stag. Yep. But I caught that. Yay. But catch the beetles. I'd rather catch it now. Yep. Because we do the Mario Party Marathon, and then it's Heart Gold Nuzlocke. Heart Gold Randomized Nuzlocke for the Nuzlocke Gauntlet. And then it's other thing, and then it's the Hoenn, and then Blood and Sinnoh, and all of them, all the way down. We're just going to interweave other little streams in between. I would like to say little series, but some of those might be a one-off. Like, alright, we did this one stream. Alright, we just finished being Sinnoh with only Pokemon that begin with the letter B. That is not any of them. This is not how I go to make another fishing rod. I mean, I can. I'm here, might as well. He's like, what the fuck? You're actually walking over here. It's been months since you ever walked over to the construction counter. I know, a flimsy fishing rod brings me back to the days when I couldn't just buy. When I couldn't just buy a fishing rod. It is almost 1 a.m., which is kind of sad. Because like 1:30 is like my new winding down, getting ready for bedtime. But I kind of just like really want this fucking beetle. And the Nook Mile Island was like kind of leaning more towards palm trees, because like, oh, you just like clear off all the palm trees and then only the tree, you'll clear out all the trees and stuff, and then only the palm tree ones can spawn. So I'm thinking maybe we buy a ticket and just clear out the normal trees, you know? Or sorry, just clear out the palm trees and stuff. And flowers. Didn't it say I also had to get rid of the flowers or something? Yeah. Ah, you know what? I'm actually not gonna do that. I'm disincentivized because I'd rather save all my Nook Miles for the villager hunting that we're gonna do the day after tomorrow. To replace Tian Shang. And then all we have left are Cat, Gladys, and Zell as OGs. I kind of want to just throw Leopold in that list too, because like Pango moved out like 2 weeks into the island, and Leopold has been here ever since that. But he technically was not. He was not. The only reason I stepped inside is because I don't know if we ever found out, but to me, just like entering a building is like resetting everything, and that's better. I don't know. I shouldn't, like, yeah, I'm walking, but the second I get close to, like, these trees, any actual beetle there would fly off immediately. So I need to, like, slow down when I'm near trees. And shit. It's hard to see when I'm going at them at an angle like this. We still never found that rock. I remember checking up here like twice. And it's not up here. Dude, where the fuck did that rock go? And we've already gone back here. Just like in general. No clue. No clue at all where that fucking rock went. Let's see here. Other things. Because there was another thing that I wanted to like start talking about briefly. That's right. Because one thing I like to just mention is like, oh, content stuff. Even though I don't think anyone cares. Like, at least at the moment. You know. I can't say... I do honestly have hopes. Like, you know, if I keep shit up, I would like to say that my content is like... Okay, it's kind of bad, but like in bad, it's good, and I'm self-taught. Like I kind of, you know, I had like the free, fucking like video editing software like Filmora, and then it's like, oh, but they have watermarks, so I spent the money later after I made all of those, the original like 10 montages or whatever, the original like Minecraft sucks video up through like the. Whatever, just... I'm still using that service, but still using Filmora. But just like, I'm very self-taught. And my content I like because it's pretty simple and easy to make. It's just a little bit time-consuming because I'm the one doing every part of it, you know? If I had like editors, like, dude, I would never be behind at all. Because I would also be grinding with them, too. It'd be like a fucking strip club how much grinding would be happening, man. That's a beetle I already got. Huh. Ain't seen a rock I don't got. Homelander. Let's see here. I've gone down here. Nice pose, buddy. Oh, I saw it. He's getting that. Who's jerking him off? Let's go, Zoe. And then that's the ladder. Okay. I liked it facing the other way. What am I doing? There we go. Did I check behind my house? I don't think I did. I don't think we've really been back there. Oh my god, that's probably where the fucking rock is. Because I swear to god, we've been everywhere else, dude. No, it's just right here. It like blended in because I've got this rock here. Wait, I kind of fuck with it, honestly. Because I can just go right here. I kind of fuck with it. I do like having my rocks be like all over the island, like scattered weird, and I have to like go get them or whatever. But who says we can't have one right by my house? I wonder, are there things I can do? I don't know. I want to look up like giant stag beetle hunting strategy and see if I can find some bullshit. Whatever. What was I talking about? Content. Yeah, my shit's kind of bad, but it's like, it's a quality that I can sustain and that I like. And I feel like I said, I don't know if this is a bad thing to say, but I feel like at some point, it's bound to at least catch on a little bit. You know? I think I have... I got... I like the Cuddy jib. I think I got the jib to, like, be at least, like, semi-popular. What are you? He looks familiar. I'm pretty sure we already have him. Yeah. Horn Dynasty. That's why I wasn't as careful. I was like, I'm pretty sure I have you. Ugh. But then I tried to be like 2% careful, like, oh, let me check. Or let me like catch you. And I just kind of fucked it over. Whatever, it doesn't matter. He's gone. It's not a mystery, it's history. It already happened, and also he was definitely one I already had. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just content's happening, I guess. I don't know. It's slow because I'm the one that's doing every part of it, but it's a pretty easy thing to sustain. The problem is, like, I have like an hour in the morning before work, and then I'm gone for like 9 hours. And then I get home, and then like I'm exhausted from the day, and then I gotta shower and like make and eat dinner. I can't really say that my dinner stuff is the same. Okay, this is a Horn Dynasty. But you know what that tells me? It tells me the tree bugs can indeed spawn on palm trees. Okay, so it's not just I didn't know if tree bugs could also spawn on palm trees. I kind of assumed that at first. I was like, oh, they can be on all trees. But then as we like looked at it earlier today, I'm pretty sure I was like, is it just like non-palm trees? Because there's palm tree bugs, and then there's what, non-palm tree bugs? But yeah, what the content thing? I know, okay, I know, because I was going to talk about what the next thing I'm working on, which if anyone has seen, like, if anyone has been if anyone's caught up on my shit that I've done, like the little interview thing, I said that I would work on the first episode of The Tightness in Your Throat, and I want it to come out by the end of July. I'm still standing by that. The problem is getting all the background stuff, because I don't want it to be just black background with the words happening. No, because like I said, it's kind of like an audiobook thing. It's audio-based, is how I've described it. An audio-based series of, like, short stories. You know? 12 different episodes about how people deal with guilt and how can they control them and all this shit. But I've been writing the scripts for all of them in the background. Like, the other day I wrote episode 10, and that was the longest. That one on the Google Doc took up just over 10 pages, just entered the 11th one. Took me a little under an hour, like about an hour to write. They typically average about an hour to write. The hardest part is starting it. I'll be like, okay, so I have my 2-sentence premise that I wrote down, like, yeah, it was like the end of May when I got this idea. And I think I already talked about how it happened, but like I was watching a video, pretty sure it was something Ace Attorney related, and then I had an idea, I was like, oh, what if I just like, because, you know, story ideas, my brain always fires on all cylinders and does shit. I want to be an author. I'm going to be an author. An author is a thing that I can just do. I don't have to go to like college to be an author. I could like self-publish, even if that was, you know, whatever. Point is, like, author is something that's going to happen irregardless. The point is, I got so off track. Balloon! Get it before it goes on the cliff, because that's a whole thing. I think it already did. Yeah. It did not! He did not find the Hyrule tea and towel! That did in fact say shirt! That did in fact say shirt. Tightness in the Throat episode 1, and I talk about background. Yeah, because I don't want it to be just black backgrounds. Like I said, there's probably gonna be some things that are just like stock photos, or maybe like some pictures that I can like take myself. and fuck with. But there's also some parts that I want to be like kind of drawn, but I'm not the best at drawing. And like I tried a few things like, oh, if I do this, but it looks bad. And I've been fully aware of that. Like, yeah, I'm not the best artist, and that's fine. That's fine. It's like, oh, if you keep trying at it, I don't give a shit. No, I'm good. I'm good. My art is already... Oh, now... That's the first fucking time I've ever clicked on the big man first when I actually wanted to click on bye-bye, and not the inverse. Everything over here was drawn by me back in, like, high school. Had a small YouTube channel. All those videos are gone, and I'm pretty sure that's my current account, the pineapple one. And I just, like, moved everything onto there instead. I have videos where I would just like draw for like 15-20 minutes on my lunch break, and then I just put whatever fucking game music is related to it. Like, oh, this is the Banjo-Kazooie drawing? I'll put Banjo-Kazooie music, and there's Freeze Easy Peak. Burr, 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 burr. Burr, 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 burr. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of something else. The Simpsons theme. Never seen an episode of The Simpsons. I've just seen some clips. But I know I've heard people talk about the Simpsons theme. It probably only plays now that I think about it. Burr, 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 burr. How does it go? But like that, in my mind, that is Freeze Easy Peak, but like, I'm also thinking of the Simpsons theme without like knowing it. Burr, 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 burr. I don't know. I feel like talking about how I don't know the theme. Yeah, let me just keep making the same noise. That's gonna help. And I keep forgetting. I keep jumping around a lot, which is like good, but also bad. Does entering buildings reset bugs? Animal Crossing New Horizons. First thing that pops up. Can I force an insect respawn as or with an island guest? Nowhere close to like anything I'm talking about, but sure. Yeah, it is a highly effective way to despawn unwanted insects and cycle for rare spawns, is to enter buildings. So it sounds like we just do a loop around, and then we enter a building. And then we loop around again, and we just keep doing that for the next, like, half an hour or so. Or until we get the giant stag. Whichever one happens first, because the giant stag is the last thing that we need. There are only 2 bugs that spawn at 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. So, like, if we get it, and I can move on, I'm going to move on. And by move on, I mean, say, good night. Like, good night, moon. Good night, peepap. And then get ready and go to bed, because I'm pretty exhausted. And I did take, like, a pseudo nap before stream, so, yeah. Pick up those branches that I threw down earlier. Pretty sure I've walked past it several times today and mentally thought to myself, like, yeah, I'll pick those up again. Yeah, let me go grab those real quick. And I just didn't do it. Gross. No bugs up there. No buggy wuggies or whatever. Oh. So that... Yeah, the art thing. So that's kind of like an emotional turmoil. It's like, I don't want it to just all be like generic pictures that I found online and like stock photos and stuff, but like, I can't put my hand-drawn stuff in there. They're too low quality, and this project has a lot of passion behind it. I really want to put, I want it to be good. I don't want to look back and be like, oh, if only I was just like 2% better at art, and this thing would actually like seem, this thing would be taken more seriously. It's like, no, I need to do something. So I don't know. I need to see if there's like some workaround. Maybe, you know, like stencils that you can do for like drawing. Maybe I can find stencils for digital drawing. Yeah. I feel like if I had like a drawing tablet, it would be better. Because I don't have like the shaky grossness of like a pencil or a pen. Because sometimes I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've talked about like when I caught this guy earlier today, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure this is the horned Hercules. I don't know. I'm gonna catch it again. Yep. And I think we've cycled around the island. So, yeah, just... I was in the middle of saying words. I'm also getting very tired. I've been tired for a while, but, like, I'm getting more tired. I just need to focus on returning to my topic. The art thing, and like I want to put my best. I don't know. If anything, I might just have to like. And then I said stencil, and then yeah. One thing I've talked about, I've brought up probably several times. Let's be honest. Is that my handwriting sucks. That's part. I think that's just like a guy thing. Like 90% of men have like bad handwriting. However, when I have like a lot of space, or if I have like a big fat like Sharpie or something, my handwriting's pretty good. I like it. It looks pretty like goddamn sexy, gotta be honest. So, like if there's a way I can like get a stencil so I can draw out exactly what I want, but do it digitally, so that way I don't have to like take a picture and like I have to worry about, oh, that was obviously taken with a phone camera and it looks garbage or whatever. Actually, maybe that wouldn't be that bad, given like a found footage idea. No, hold on, but this is entertaining, the idea that I get a stencil to draw in, like, oh, here are like the jail bars or whatever. Stuff like that, I'll probably just like find pictures and shit and be fine, you know. It's more like some of the weird things that you can't find. You know, a lot of them are very personal for the fictional like blank roll. Because like I said, I want them like no names, no nothing. They're all titled. It's just tightness in your throat 1, 2, 3, all through 12. I only have the first 10 written. The first one is like going through to be like edited and finished, and the first episode will come up by the end of July. But then I want to work on a bunch of other stuff first, and then I'll come back to the other ones later. So we're gonna have a big gap. I think a few streams ago I mentioned like, oh, I'll do like one a month, and then it's like all 12 months. No, we need a bigger gap. We need to like draw it out a bit more. I think that's fine. They're not like a huge production, you know, I only have so much to work with. But I still have several other things that I want to do, and then I have to do like normal people things as well. And it's like, oh, I want to play this and make this video and do that stream and shit, you know, like no one cares about other than me. And that's fine, because I have like zero other responsibilities. I'd be hard pressed to call those responsibilities in the first place. But it's like, hey, this is what I've chosen to do with my free time and stuff, and I'm gonna keep doing that. Ugh. I will never burn myself out of it because I love it a lot. Even if it's gonna take a while before it gets truly respected. Probably, I don't know. That's assuming it does at some point. I shouldn't say respected. That sounds like there's like any like merit to this.
I sat in the Animal Crossing mines for 48 hours. Straight! Ugh. My hands look like this. You got soft hands, kid. I was playing Animal Crossing. I just clocked in another 37-hour Animal Crossing shift in one day. Yep. They found a way to cram another 13 hours into a single day. That's another Mayama stag. No, I don't need the Mayama. I need the giant one. The giant. I need one guy ant. Not a woman one. Not another bitch. Oh, the old ball and chain. Get a little of this guy. Yeah. So I've got like everything else kinda for the first Titus in Your Throat. Like one thing I was worried about was music, because even though it's like an audiobook thing, I already got that guy. It was hard to tell in the shadow. Huh. Damn. Not here. Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Anyways. Music. Most audiobooks like don't use music, like background audio or something, but like these are different. Like you need to be like welling with this and like getting into it. And like I struggled trying to find stuff. And then I was like, maybe do classical music, but a lot of classical music is kind of designed to be listened to by themselves, and like it would be hard to focus on me telling a story, you know, in like the 10-minute time span or whatever. The recording itself for the first episode is 7 minutes long, but there's gonna be like a bunch of like awkward pauses where like you're just like left to sit with things for like a few seconds. You're not gonna have like, all right, here's the scheduled 2.5 minutes of silence. Like, no. And then probably some things that are gonna like be like happening in the background, kind of. You know, it's all told from one point of view, and you'll see more about it with the future episodes. But I am pretty proud of what I've done. And it just goes to show that I still got it. The ability to just like fucking, like, you know, look at my 2-sentence idea. I was like, okay, so this one, here's a fake example that I thought of. I thought about, hold on. Because I was trying to think of like some more like, not necessarily lower stakes. I feel like they all have like moderate to high stakes behind like what this person did and why they're feeling guilt. And like some of the people in these stories should not be feeling guilt. Like they are victims and they're blaming themselves for things, you know? I've never been the type of person to like to like that kind of content where like, oh man, sorry, hold on. Let me rephrase that. In general, the stuff that I like movies, TV shows, games, whatever, are not the type to make you like sit there and think about. This is the cicada show. I want to like hit the tree. Why is this the first one I've found tonight? They're available all day, and they're like pretty common. Whatever. That's a sign of good luck. Giant stag right around the corner. Literally, he's gonna be right up there around the corner. Calling it now. Around the other corner, actually. One more. So it was one more after that, actually. Striped bell bottoms. I just remembered I didn't change back into the widow outfit. I'm so sorry. It's okay, no one cares. I'm all over the place. Whatever. I'm just gonna go back to what I know I was talking about for sure. Music. So, thought about some classical music and stuff. I was a little... like, I wasn't I wasn't sure. I was like, a lot of these are meant to be like listened to on their own, and like you feel things and stuff. You know, they're all pretty like powerful pieces for the most part. And then like I think I looked online like, hey, what about classical music? And then was like, oh, if you're looking for generic like background audio, just use like the YouTube audio library. And I was like, oh, that's actually a good idea. I never thought of that. I did not know the YouTube audio library was something that was like constantly updated, and there's a bunch of things in there, and you get to like pick moods and vibes. Like, I wish I knew that back for some of those old montages when I would just look up royalty-free song and then do it. Because there's, I want to say it's the Soldier Watch 1 and the original like Minecraft Sucks video. I say original because that was the first one, but you know, there was going to be a part 2. I recorded it and I started editing it, and then it was around that time where I was like, I don't like doing this. Yeah, because that was around the time that I was streaming with Tears of the Kingdom too. Yeah. But whatever. The point is, wow, 2 horned dynastids so close together.
You should get married. Get a room. Fucking Beetles. Beetles fucking.
Oh, that's the other guy we got. Shit, I've been so off track today. Which is like good and bad. It's bad because if you're trying to like... Whatever, I'm background noise, that's all I am. I'm the background noise that makes you tune in every now and then, because like, what the fuck did he just say? And then it's good because I do that. I don't know. I think I said that it was bad and good, and then I only said the good part. I don't know. Whatever, the YouTube music. And I found like one track, and I'm like, yeah, I feel like this is a good fit. I mean, if I could like somehow magically make the in my head, I'm like picturing like a song idea, and like, oh, and then like this, and then like it swells like here, and blah blah blah. Like, it would be 10 times better than what I picked out, but I can't do that. I don't have a musical bone in my body. If we've seen the YouTube video, the song that I did release pretty recently, a couple weeks ago, July 1st, July Fools, was called the Sex Track. I totally didn't... Okay, I've had FL Studio for a couple years now. Bought it because I for a very brief phase was like, oh, like the doctor... I don't remember what it is. It's like the Dr. Poop guy. I don't remember what his fucking name is. I'm pretty sure it's Giggle Shits or something. And he just makes like really bad music, and then it's so funny because like, oh, haha, it's bad music. I wanted to do something like that, and I bought FL Studio, but it was super complicated, and I was like, oh darn, whatever. When I get a keyboard, I'll learn how to fuck with all this stuff. The point is, I was like, oh, I kind of want to get a video out in between my interview thing and then working on the birthday video. What's something that I could just do real quick? And I was like, oh, well, July 1st is coming up. How did I do a shitty little July Fool's video? I was looking at my laptop. What the fuck? I was looking at my, my home page, home screen. I don't know the word I'm looking for. And I saw FL Studio, and I was like, what if I made a song? Looked up, like, FL Studio, like, not, like, how to make a song. It's, I just, like, how to use it. It's like, this is the button to, like, add music, and then you get to, like, change the instruments. And it was like, ah, cool. And I was, like, fucking with settings on every single part of it. But, you know, when I eventually, like, get a keyboard, I would like to learn how to fuck around with that a bit more, because there's one other, like, weird project of mine that I've had in mind for, I want to say a little over a year now? A little under a year. I want to say it was, like, September, October that I started planning it out. And some of it has kind of that Dr. Giggle shits or whatever he's called. The music that's like so bad, blah blah blah. But I feel like it'd be easier for me to make it if I had the keyboard. And I still have. There's still like one keyboard that I want. It's still sitting in my Amazon cart. So I don't lose it. I was like, it has like everything that I want and it's cheap. It was like 80, it's like 80 something bucks. But I'm not in any spot to spend money recklessly. I'm not even the type to do that anyways. I'm generally like pretty fucking, I'll say stingy. When I was younger, and like even to this day, I would like, my parents would get me a gift or like we would do something and then I'd be like, how much was it? Or like, oh, you didn't need to spend all that. Or like, oh no, I don't need new shoes or something, Mom. Like we don't need to do that. Apparently, and I don't remember doing this, but I was on the phone with my parents a couple weeks ago, and that conversation come up. This might have been a couple months ago, actually. No. It was a couple weeks ago because Girl B was in my life at the time. So that was, sorry, Bitch B was in my life at the time. Yeah. Apparently, I asked my parents, like, if it was okay for me to take showers. Some days I would be like, hey, can I take a shower today? Because I was worried about the water bill. And they were like, yeah, in high school. And I was like, high school? I was like, I would not have asked that in high school. I was like, that was like 7 years ago. I surely would have. I was like, yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. I would have remembered doing that. And they're like, no, it did happen. And I'm like, no, the fuck it didn't. But they are both very insistent that I did that. And I'm like, if I were a younger kid, yeah, I bet I did. That sounds like something that I would have asked. But I was like, no, surely in high school I knew that, like, the water bill does not really do a whole lot. Like, just taking showers it's not going to change the water bill that much. It's not going to affect it. This will not affect LeBron's legacy and the trout population that much. We'll be okay. I see also just walking around kind of resets all the bugs, which is what I've seen in the past, but to me it's like re-enter the building and stuff. It is like 1:30 though.
One more loop.
The script is recorded for the first episode. The music is planned, and I'm probably going to use the same music for all of them. I picked out the font that I want to use. I like messed around with a bunch of settings to get like my ideal font. You know, I want to be something kind of like, not necessarily unsettling, but like, that's the Goliath Beetle. That is the Goliath Beetle. Yes. I would like a refresher of what the giant stag looks like. Not deep sea creatures, not deep sea creatures. July bugs. Okay. New in July. Giant stag. It just looks like a big old... I can't see. It's zoomed in on like the smallest fucking thing. Dude, I can't see anything. What the hell is happening? Okay. Let me try that again. Giant stag. Oh, it just looks kind of like brownish. Is this what I do? Kind of? Yeah, it kind of works. Or just like, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Itchy. I want to look more into like, oh, like resetting things. Do I have to go out and keep catching bugs, or can I just run around, enter a building, then run around some more? Yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, you can run around, like, but or if you go inside buildings, like reset them, that works too. So I'm just gonna keep doing that, but not tonight. This is our last little loop around. Let's see if I can wrap up whatever loose ends. Point is, like, all of the outside shit for the tightness in your throat, at least the first episode, is done. Now I just gotta make I just gotta get all, like, the pictures and, like, put, like, make sure the font, you know, actually put the captions, you know, there's gonna be words on there since it is a YouTube video. Yeah, it's, like, all audio based, but, you know, you gotta be able to see something. And from, like, when I've taken the scripts and I've just, like, spoken them aloud to, like, I was gonna say friends and family, but it's so far only been family. And then the first episode, Bitch B heard, but, like, every time it was like, oh, I have more stuff to hear. You know, we just didn't have the time, or she was too tired, which, like, understandable. She's a CNA and she works like a shitload, and then she's going to nursing school. Like, she has so much shit going on. But I'm not going to defend her in any other regard, you know, for some reason. Yeah, for some, I don't know. Why would I think that she's a bad person? Curious. No clue why. Nah, just fucking iron nuggets. Boo! I thought I'd take some stupid, like, thing to throw on the ground that's worth like 200 bells. And then I go, whatever, that's stupid. And then I throw it away. And then I get like 160 bells because I put it in the Dropbox or whatever. But no, I guess I'll take the iron nuggets. I'll take it and do the same thing. Just throw them in there. Who cares? Not me. But yeah, so I feel pretty confident saying that I can get that first episode done by the end of July. It's just I don't know why I decided to run, like as if I could see there being a beetle in that one. It didn't, it looked like the Mayama stag when it flew away. And that's just what I'm gonna stick with, man. That's just what I'm gonna stick with. Why'd you scare that one off, Flick? I thought you were supposed to be the bug fuck. Come on, man. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay. And then fuck the Dropbox. I'll just sell them for full price tomorrow. Assuming we do, in fact, stream tomorrow. Or, well, I stream and then we do. Yeah. If I do, it would be like the full, like, Mario Party shit. We'll find another day to do an 11 p.m. Beetle hunting. Just for the giant stag. Like, just for the giant stag. Whoopsies. All right. Well, we had a lot of talking today. I'm surprised at how much I was able to pull out. But then, like I said, I don't know. It's kind of easy to reset after shit like that. It's like, oh well. Sounds like I dodged like a freight train and a half there. And things are gonna be going up again because Aiden stocks always kind of go up and down. That's how it works. Things are going down right now. Things are going to bounce up. You know what? Even if it's like I don't find anyone else for a while and instead other things in my life went up, I think I'd be fine with that. Maybe I just stumble upon like $10,000 and I'm no longer in debt and I can start saving up money. Because maybe I am done with North Dakota. I've been done with North Dakota for a while. But when I had the money, I didn't have like the time and the ability to move. And then when I have all the time and the ability to move, I don't have the money. So, Minneapolis is my hope. But it sounds like it might be farther away than I originally guessed. But I still set aside some money. with like paychecks and shit. Yeah. But that is gonna do it for me tonight. Time zones are pretty stupid if you think about it. And you have a good night. I love you.